Hey loves, we're back for another live stream. We are here yet again with our Origins Legacy Challenge, and today we're going to be playing with our final family. So this is the Dynasty household. So I just have them posing because I literally just took the screenshot to make the thumbnail, and they're getting a call. No, we're not going to Hinton on Bagley. We don't have anything there. Okay, so this is Audrey and Robin, and this is the one family in the series that I technically broke the rules for. You're supposed to start with 20,000 simoleons for all of the families, and I started them a little bit higher. I needed to have like one like really a wealthy family. Like I feel like we needed to have one family that was like really put together already. That way it made the most sense. Oh, come on. Now, why would she be calling her husband to ask him about a formative moment? Like he just popped up out of nowhere. They're literally married, but that's okay. We will go ahead and recall. So Robin here, which I haven't really talked about him yet, is going to be an author. So as you can see, he's got like a very formal style. He's a very dressed, like a very aesthetic way. This is actually his everyday fit. So we're going to give him the aspiring author aspiration because that fits with kind of what he needs to do. Just going into his traits, he is ambitious, he's an idealist, he's a geek, and he is domestic because he has the big happy family aspiration. There's a little bit of a difference between the two of them there, but while we're on him, we will go ahead and have him get his job because I am going to have everyone have like a traditional job. This is the family that I think will be making the most money with. Which is part of why I figured I could let them go ahead and start off with a lot of money. So they will be the ones who, you know, make money to try to build things. But their first focus is going to be I can't decide if we're going to do a library or a museum for the two of them, but it will be one of those just because that kind of fits with what they're working on. Let's have him find a job because he refused to do it, even though I just asked him to. And he is going to be a writer. He is also going to write books like casually as well, but we will have him actually in the writer career. And while we're talking about Audrey, we can go ahead and have him write a book. So he'll write his first book. It'll just be a children's book because that's what everyone has to do. And I think Audrey's cooking, so I'm hoping she's not setting the house on fire. I guess we will let him give it a title. So we'll do the origins of everything. And that's going to be his first book since this is the Origin Legacy Challenge. And then Audrey did actually successfully cook up some food. So Audrey, as opposed to her lovely husband, is ambitious, a perfectionist. She is an art lover, and she is domestic as well. But unlike him, who has the big happy family, she has the successful lineage. So she really wants her family to be successful. Happy's whatever, you know. We are also going to have her go ahead and find a job, and she's going to be a critic because I think that makes the most sense. She is going to paint in her free time, but I think like career wise she's going to be a critic. I also just realized that they have 142,000 simoleons. I am going to drop that down. I think that's a bit much, so I am going to leave them with more money than anyone else. So we're going to leave them with 20,000 simoleons. So basically all of the money that they would have had to build a house, they just have left. I just kind of gave them this house for free. She does have an assignment for work, so I'm just going to go ahead and say okay. Robin is on the computer. I think we do only have the one computer here, so that's okay. I think I'm going to have her actually go ahead and start working on doing a little bit of painting. I know there was an easel somewhere. I saw it like a second ago. Oh, there is actually another computer here. I guess since we see it, let's have her go ahead and start working on doing a little bit of writing as well. And honestly, maybe we'll have her write a book also because why not? Actually, you know what? Let's write a column. That makes more sense for her job. Audrey is the founder of her Dynasty, so she's the only sim in it right now. Their skills are charisma, gemology, and nectar making, and then their ideals are artistic, um, connoisseur, and diplomatic. And I haven't really played with the Dynasties at all, which is part of one of the reasons why I wanted them to have this. I do think that as we get through, like she really likes jewelry, and then I just feel like nectar making is like so bougie. So that's kind of why those are the skills and ideologies that these two have. Their relationship is very good, and they do have really good compatibility, and they are very attracted to each other. So I think they should be okay. She is very unsatisfied in their relationship. I feel like Love Struck can really like make your relationships difficult. So once they get done with all the work that they're doing, I guess we'll have them do something. I think Audrey knows most of the other people in the village. She doesn't know Sylvia, and Robin honestly doesn't know a lot of people. I don't know what he was doing. But I'm just going to let these two write a little bit. And then maybe we'll have them actually do a little date just because they do seem like they're not super satisfied in their relationship. It does suck because like I have done everything that they need. Like this is the first time we're playing with them, so the fact that they don't like each other is kind of frustrating, which I feel like is just the way it is with Love Struck. Like your Sims are constantly falling out in their relationships. We'll just have her practice writing because she didn't quite level up her writing skill. Also, we should do some lot traits for them. So we will do home studio. Is there anything else for writing? We could do regal residence. But I don't think we'll do that one just yet. I feel like they're not quite to that level. We could also just do convivial. That's one of my favorites because I just feel like it always makes things go a little bit better. And actually, let's do child's play because I honestly think that we will have these two on their way to having a baby before this episode is over. And Audrey is also here. She also has like a pretty formal style. I kind of wanted both of them to look a little bit more, I guess, fancy compared to all my other Sims. They are actually base game only Sims though. I used some of the new coach items and then some of the items we've gotten in some of the various updates to create these two. So they are just base game Sims, but they are really cute and I am very happy with how they turned out. I'm also using Audrey for my 7 sim challenges. So she did the 7 baby challenge and I'm currently in the process of doing the 7 infant challenge with her. So really our girl is definitely, she's definitely a strong sim. She wants to become focused or buy a kid's object worth 100 simoleons. Okay, she's done with practicing writing. Yes, I think she does like writing. And I haven't fully decided which one is going to be the master bedroom. This one has a desk, but this one's bigger, so I think we will have them use this bedroom. So let's go ahead and... Why are you just coming to sit down, girl? Oh, I think she's taking a nap on the couch. That's fine. She took a nap on that couch, so it makes sense that that would be her bedroom. Robin here has finished his book. So let's go ahead and... Why are you wearing bags? Maybe it's this part. Like, are the neighborhoods separate over here? Is this a we wear bags neighborhood? Because I hate it. I don't know if they have a mailbox, so I downloaded this house from the gallery, like, you know, every house in my game because I don't build. Y'all should know that. But I am just gonna get them a wall mailbox because I think that will be easier for me. Oh, this house is like... There we go. So we'll get him this wall mailbox. And then that way we can just self-publish our book. We will start making a lot more money as time goes by, but for now, our boy is just going to be starting low, as everyone does. Writing is, like I've mentioned in my one tile challenge, my favorite way to make money in The Sims. And I know that it'll go up pretty quick. So I think he's doing well. I don't know when he has to go to work. I feel like he maybe won't have a job for a long time. Like he won't keep his job. But we'll have it for now, at least, just so that, they kind of have something to do. And then I guess we should get Audrey up because, like I said, their romantic satisfaction's not actually that high. So we'll have them go ahead and spend a little bit of time together just so we can make sure that we get up his romantic satisfaction. Because I don't want them like calling and trying to get divorced, because I feel like now Sims are pretty likely to do that. And this is supposed to be like our fairy tale relationship in the save file. So could y'all stop? The Sims refuse to do, oh, they can become best friends. That's really cute. Let's do that. Let's have these two become best friends. It's so weird for me to play in this house because I never play in houses that have like, anything in them. They can ask for Cupid's counseling. Well, actually, I guess they maybe kind of need it since he feels like his romantic satisfaction isn't very high. But we'll just do a little bit of flirting. Let's hug lovingly. Also, he's not in... Let's congratulate him on his new job also. He's not in her dynasty, and I would have thought that he would automatically be in the dynasty since they're married. But he's not an option to add either, which I guess your partner doesn't go in your dynasty. That doesn't really make sense to me. I like to think that you would have your partner in your dynasty. At least I'm kind of pretty sure how it works in real life. But they are having a nice little flirt, and they do have the option to try for baby in the shower. He's going to go cook, but I am going to pause because I do, like I said, want this family to go ahead and start working on their big happy family pretty quickly, since, that's what they both want. So let's go ahead and have them try for baby. They both want a family. He wants a successful one, and she wants a successful family. And he wants a happy one, so I feel like we gotta try for baby. Like that's kind of the first step here. So we'll get them doing that. Ooh, okay. Audrey is calling, and this is our single sim in the save file. She has a crush on Ekane Anu, and I kind of thought that she might call after the last episode. I'm gonna say to go for it because why not? I'm pretty sure that is one of the Sims from, oh wait, no. Okay, I don't know who that one is. I did make over some Sims for her. I posted a video today making over some Sims from Cupid's Corner, just so that we could have some decent options for Alicia. But if she decides that she wants to go with that other sim, I'll just make them over as well. And there they go. They are trying for baby. And now that I'm looking at their thing again, I need to look and see what our neighborhood action plans are, because like, what? Are we wearing bags? Let's cheat so we can instant repeal. Yeah, we're getting rid of rewear bags. It's not gonna happen. It's not happening, Cam. We're not wearing bags in this household. Okay, these two are woohooing away. He had a pretty good woohoo. He wants to take a little nap, but that's fine. He needs to eat. So let's go ahead and have him serve dinner, but we will just make He can make some onigiri because I'm pretty sure that doesn't need the stove, and I don't think that Robin knows how to cook yet, so we don't want to use the stove. Also, I love his sleepwear. I think he looks so cute. Like I said, these Sims are actually a lot of fun to create. I've made them, when it comes to like doing save files and stuff, I kind of repurpose a lot of Sims that I have from other things. And so I'd made him before, but I gave him a base game makeover. Okay, he's fine as far as his romantic satisfaction. You just have to try to keep up with that. Alicia wants to come over. Yeah, that's fine. They're not like really good friends, and I don't know if I would necessarily think they would be friends, but I think it's fair for her to come over. It's like 6 o'clock, even though I do wonder what she's doing with her child. But since we're gonna have visitors over, let's go ahead and put him in his everyday wear, just because I don't think he would want to be seen by the visitors in his pajamas. And then we'll go ahead and get Audrey up as well. She can also come down and actually have some food. I don't know why grabbing a serving helps with her dynasty. Like, girls, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, at this point, I think The Sims is just doing whatever. Also, I love that Alicia came to our house and is playing her guitar. She is a burgeoning musical artist, so our girl, you know, has to get her practice in where she can, but I wasn't expecting her to show up to my house, you know, randomly playing the guitar. Also, we will have Audrey change her clothes as well, since she definitely wouldn't want to be seen in her pajamas. So this is her other everyday wear. I think it's so cute. We got this dress with, I don't know, one of the many random updates we get in this game, and I think it's really cute. So Alicia is here, and we can make a joke about politicians, why not? I think they'd be cute if they were really good friends. Let's educate her on positive romance dynamics. She did call and ask us about getting to know someone, so maybe that makes sense that she would be like, oh yeah, you want to make sure that you have like a really good relationship. And you know, she is happy from her first woohoo. I guess it went well. Neither of them have a moodlet that says it was good, but I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say that it was good, you know? And also, since Alicia's here, should we call Tamil? I don't know, she might be hungry. Oh, is she going to throw up? Because she's running. Yep, she's going to throw up. Okay, I'm pretty sure our girl is pregnant, but we'll wait to find out. I like waiting to find out and not doing the pregnancy test. It's just a little bit more fun to me to do it that way. Also, looking at that toilet and it's not clean, and what I'm thinking about it, I think that we will have them hire a service because I don't really see Audrey scrubbing a toilet, so she's gonna go ahead and get a maid because I think that fits them a little bit better than my girl trying to get down and scrub that toilet. Also, I swore there was an easel in this house, but I don't see it. And y'all know I never play in houses this big, so like I would never be able to find just a random item. So I might get her an easel because I do want her to work on doing some painting because I just feel like our girl would be a painter. We do also have like this musical room here, which I just realized Robin is sleeping in this bed. This is not their room. Alicia also, as is tradition for Sims visiting, has came over and hopped on our computer. But actually, you know what? I think the perfect place for the easel is going to be out here on this balcony. I just think that'd be cute. Maybe we'll also get her a yoga mat to put out here. I think yoga mats are one of my favorite like items as well. I guess we can't fit it on the balcony, which is fine. We'll put it out in the backyard. But where is the newest easel we got? I know is cheaper. Like this easel that we got from the event is actually cheaper than the original easel that we had. It's like 50 simoleons cheaper, which honestly Can't make it. Who is this? Who is that? Who is in my pool? Who is this sim? Did I invite them over at some point and I was unaware? Because this is not one of my sims. I honestly think it's one of the sims from the Royalty and Legacy pack. Who is this? And what is he doing here? Like, big fella. Yeah, it is. It's Enzo Alto. What are you doing in my house? Do we even know him? Okay, he knows him. Maybe he's been here this whole time. I honestly do not know. He absolutely could have been here the entire time. I will admit that I wasn't paying attention. She wants to practice singing. That's cute. Our girls definitely wants to be very artistic. But speaking of the arts, you can come out here and paint. That's your art, babe. So let's go ahead and we'll do a figure painting. I feel like literally all sims start with figure paintings. So why can't our girl? So let's go ahead and come over here and get our figure painting on. Anytime you do like where you don't control the sims and you just have them painting, they always make figure paintings. So we'll let her start with that. It's not very good. You can very much tell that we're starting with that because what even is she doing? It kind of looks like a person, I guess. Let's see if she made any money. Oh, she's not done. I thought she was finished with it, but not quite. She is painting level 2 now. We'll see if she makes any money. I probably wouldn't give her any simoleons for this, but like, who am I to judge, you know? She's a perfectionist, so I think that means that she'll make better quality. Oh. What just happened to that painting? Oh, okay, so she just put it, I've never had a sim do that. I didn't do anything with that, but she cleared it off, put it in her inventory, and started another painting. It is worth 190 simoleons though, so that is really good. I think potentially if we really want to try and amp up how much money we make with these two so that we can afford to build like a really nice museum and maybe library, maybe they'll try to do both. If we really want to try to afford to do something really nice, then we could have them sell these on like an art table and then she could like mark them up because we'd make a ton of money that way. Like art is by far the easiest way to make money in this game. It's why I typically don't use it because I usually try not to have it be too easy for my sims to make a lot of money. She did finish with this painting. It's worth 224 simoleons, which is really good. And she started that one autonomously on her own. So I think she is going to be really good for making money. I think she's going to be happy to paint. But I'm going to have her go ahead and go to sleep. It is 1:57 in the morning. So she should sleep at this time. Rebate day was awful because we didn't buy anything worth enough simoleons. I do want them to, I don't know how you get them to cuddle in bed. What do you mean there's no one around that she can cuddle with? That's her husband. They're very much married. Like with a essentially max relationship, whatever game. Like I'm not about to argue with you. I'm just trying to get their romantic satisfaction up, and I'm pretty sure cuddling in bed helps. Also, I'm pretty sure the 2 random sims are still in our house. Okay, Robin, whatever. He's fully awake. It's 3:34 in the morning. But you know what, King? Go off. He has work. No, he does not have work today. We're gonna have him work on writing some more books because he does need to do that. This food has been sitting out all night, but he's gonna eat it. And I cannot emphasize enough how I do not think that you would want to eat onigiri from last night right now. Oh, completely missed the chat over here. I am so sorry. I'm like just in my zone over here playing The Sims, but Alicia's just now leaving. She's literally was in my house all night. She has a toddler, so girl, you should definitely have been home taking care of your kids. But he's coming over here into his office, which is perfect because our boy's gonna write a book. He didn't level up in skills. She leveled up in skill, and he literally didn't. He's still writing. Oh wait, no, he's writing level 2. I thought you could write a different type of book at level 2. Whatever. We'll write another children's book, Pat the Badger, and we'll let him keep writing here. Audrey's probably got a little bit before she wakes up. Not too long. I mean, she's on a more normal schedule. He's the one that's waking up at 3:30 in the morning. It's literally just now 5 a.m. So like there's no reason why he needed to be up. Oh, is it already time for work? Okay, we'll have her go to work just because. So we'll get her up. And she doesn't really have time to do much. Let's have her just take a bath. So she'll hop into the tub. That way she can at least have herself cleaned before she goes to work. I know that you don't need to do that, but it just makes sense in my head that you would take a bath before you go to work. So I try to have my Sims do things that feel realistic to me. And then Robin's just gonna work on writing this book today. I'm hoping that we can get 2 books written. I find that 2 books is kind of the max that you can write in a day before your Sims start to be upset about it. So we'll have him write 2 books, hopefully. He's a little over halfway. He's like 3/4 of the way done with this one. Oh, he wants to be a maker. This is interesting. This is the second Sim that I've had that wanted to be a maker when they were writing. I don't feel like maker is writing, but I'll say yes to it anyways because it's a cute little trait. I feel like he can work on that kind of stuff. That feels like it fits for Robin. Ooh, okay, we got something for Audrey at work. The purloined papers. Audrey is running out of newspapers to deliver when she turns a corner and collides with another paper deliverer going the opposite direction. The collision causes papers to fly everywhere. Leave deliveries unfinished or steal more papers. Okay, honestly, I did not realize that the first step of the Caritic career was apparently being a paper delivery person. Not knocking it, but like, go off, queen. Let's go ahead and steal more papers. Our girls definitely want to get something done. That was the wrong choice though. Audrey offers to help and while cleaning up tries to grab a few papers for herself, but the other paper deliverer catches her in the act and reports the theft to the boss. Audrey is sent home shamed. We had a small performance loss, which, whatever. Let's actually have her make connections. What does it say for this one? She's got an embarrassment so she can hide it. I wanted to see what make connections does. I'm hoping that she will meet some Sims at work because if we meet some Sims, then that kind of gives us the possibility of having some more Sims that we can add to this save file. Because again, when it comes to the save file, I just want to like naturally start incorporating Sims. So if there's Sims that she works with, I think it makes sense that we would have the Sims that she works with be a part of the save file and kind of, you know, become a part of our world, and then kind of giving them makeovers and stuff like that. He did finish his next book, so we'll go ahead and have him self-publish this one as well. And then he actually needs to go ahead and take a shower and get ready for the day. It's a little bit late. I mean, he's not getting ready until 9 a.m. Like, he's been up for a while. So let's have him go ahead and take a shower. And maybe he should call Enzo. I know that technically we're not supposed to have that world. Like, we're not supposed to have the Royalty and Legacies world. But it kind of makes sense to me that he would be friends with him. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I definitely am a black simmer. Hello. And I tend to have black Sims, to be honest. I mean, you know, what can I say? But welcome in. We are here. This is my little Dynasty family, and they're our wealthy family in our Origins save file. We don't have a ton of families. I only have the 4, but this one's our wealthy family. I definitely cheated because they're supposed to start with 20,000 simoleons, but I don't know. I wanted a family that had some money. So this is our family that has some money. They live in this big house. They're they're living it up. Also, we do have our maid here. Um which is interesting 'cause I don't know if I've ever had my maid by default be a male sim, but whatever, go off king. But I was just saying, I feel like Enzo honestly feels like a really good friend for him, so we're gonna invite him over. I know he's not supposed to be in this save file. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you like my videos. Just, I don't know, I just make them because I like doing it, but I love to share my Sims. So I'm glad that someone appreciates that. So yeah, we're gonna call Enzo over because I think he's kind of a perfect friend for us. Like, I just feel like this vibe fits our vibe. So let's go ahead and have a friendly introduction. I'm assuming Audrey's home from work. She is. What kind of luck do we have today? Y'all, this profile is, they're so clogged up. Okay, she did get promoted. So she's been promoted to story researcher. She will now make an additional $8 per hour for a grand total of $29 per hour. And she got 241 simoleon bonus. Honestly, it doesn't make that much sense because our girl is wealthy. They have 20,000 simoleons, but it's fine. Through noble actions, noble sims will develop favor assigned with royals or commoners. Learn more about favor. Where do we actually even see that? They're a rank 1 dynasty. I don't really know. I don't know what you're supposed to do for dynasties. I just started this one because I thought it would be fun to have one, but I honestly don't know what you need to do. Okay, Alicia wants to come over again. I feel like Alicia is constantly coming over, which is fine. I mean, she's good for us to have as a friend, so I don't have a problem with that. So Robin's just here hanging out with Enzo. And let's go ahead and enthuse about new show. I feel like that's cute. Ooh, okay, Alicia with the hot weather fit. That is so cute. I actually love Alicia, but why don't we have the boys go ahead and come out and swim together? I think that would be fun. So let's swim with Enzo. Is Elisa around? Like at my front door or something? Because why can't I swim with her? Whatever, I don't see her. Let's have Audrey go ahead and come and order her to clean. No, we won't do that. That is negative to her dynasty because they're supposed to be charismatic. So I guess we need to be nice, which is good. I like to think that Audrey's nice, maybe a little bit like, maybe a little full of herself. So like maybe not the most understanding at times, but definitely not mean. Let's see, how is their romantic satisfaction? It wasn't that good. Okay, yeah, she's unsatisfied, so I have to keep working on that. Honestly, Love Struck is a little bit dramatic. Like, they literally tried for a baby in the last, yesterday, maybe? I'm pretty sure she's pregnant now, so like, what are we doing? Oh, we could ask her to pursue her dream job. That's kind of interesting, but I don't think we'll do that just because, I don't think it makes sense for the save file. Like, I don't want her to change jobs because I already gave her a job. Like, I assigned a job to her specifically. So she kind of needs to do that. I will say it maybe makes a little bit of sense to ask Alicia to pursue her dream job because Alicia specifically is just a retail employee, but that's not her dream. She wants to be a like music artist, so maybe we should tell her to pursue her dream job. Also, I'm gonna have her go ahead and do a little bit of painting just because she likes painting, and by she likes painting I mean we make money from her painting. I don't know if she likes painting yet, but I do think that she would. Yeah, she only likes writing, so she's inspired, so I'm kind of hoping maybe if we have her painting right now, she will start to love it. Robin is out here. Let's go ahead and have him make some drinks, actually. Let's make a drink. We'll make a drink for Enzo, and then we'll make one for ourselves. I don't think we have a bar outside. I think we only have the inside bar. Maybe we should get them like a little poolside bar. Like again, feels like it fits for this family. I think Alicia was just out here doing yoga, which is fine. Let's go ahead and make a drink for ourselves as well. Let's have Robin make his favorite drink. I love to have my Sims make their favorite drinks because I love to see what the Sims' favorite drinks are. I know I say this all the time. I say the same things all the time when I play this game, but there's like nothing about the Sims that's really individual. So having them make a favorite drink kind of tells you something about them that is different. And he likes a flaming zesty salt. Okay, go off, King. I am a little bit worried. Like, Alicia's been hanging out around our house a lot, and our two Sims have not the most romantic satisfaction. There is, I feel like, a little concern for me that there's maybe something a little bit unusual going on. Like, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried that maybe Alicia's eyeing our man, or maybe us. Like maybe she's into Audrey. I actually don't know. I do think I have her set to. Ooh, okay. If she's eyeing my man, it's not working out for her because she's not enjoying their conversation. He's just drinking his drink. I'm gonna have him go ahead and serve lunch. I think that I'm gonna have him be the one who cooks because he does want, like, the big happy family. So I think he's gonna prepare the food for the family because I think he wants to be able to cook for their future children. So I think he's gonna be the one that cooks for them. And our girl has finished another painting. It sells for $2.41, so she's actually doing really good when it comes to her art, which is perfect because, like I said, this is kind of the Sim family that I think is going to make the most of our money. Where did Alicia go? Probably in a room with a computer, knowing the Sims. Oh, well, she is in a room with a computer, but she's not on the computer. Enzo's on the computer. Why don't we go ahead and describe a new idea? And then I don't know if we actually, yeah, we don't know Enzo. So let's go ahead and meet him. Audrey was starting a new painting, but that's fine. We'll have her come and talk to the two guests that they have. Oh, Alicia's heading out, which is fine. We'll get to know Enzo because he is in another dynasty. So maybe we need to form a better bond with him so that we can have some, dynasty connections. He's finished cooking the food down here. I'm going to go ahead and have him, let's call everyone to meal just because, that's the polite thing to do. He's literally got people in his house. So he should let them know to eat. Also, he has to make sure Audrey eats. I feel like Audrey's not the best at making sure that she's eating and taking care of herself. So Robin makes sure of that for her. She's like always so focused on like her art and making sure everything's good with the family and that kind of stuff. Also, they are trying to get pregnant. So since they're trying to get pregnant, he wants to make sure that she is eating and healthy because, when you're trying to get pregnant, you have to focus on your food and your diet. I did pretty recently have a child, so before I got pregnant, I definitely tried to make sure that I was like the healthiest that I had been. And there we go. She is eating for two. So she was successful and he is happy. I don't think I have any of my mods in that make it to where you could want or not want children. I might try to put those back in. I'd taken a lot of my mods out of my game when, recently we had all those issues where the Sims wouldn't load if you had CC. So I took a lot of things out that weren't for sure updated. And so I don't have the relationship and pregnancy overhaul mod in right now, but I might put it back in. Oh, we got the call that someone thinks we're attractive, which is like, we're married and pregnant with someone's baby. So we're going to go with that's sweet, but no thanks. Also, they did reach prestige level 2 in their dynasty. So we can look at some dynasty perks. Oh, look at her little baby bump. We can look at some dynasty perks. Oh, also it was one of the Sims from one of the other dynasties. This is I think Adekoya is actually the leader of the Durong dynasty. So like Not a bad option for someone that's into us, but not what we're looking for. How do I use my perks? Also, it really annoys me that I can't add my husband to this. It's fine, we're about to have a child, so we can add our child. Um, Alliances and rivals. Maybe we should make an alliance with the Alto Dynasty. But I swear that it just said that I could have, I got perks, but I don't know what I could do with any of those. So I guess we won't have any dynasty perks. I no idea how the dynasties work in this game. Literally no clue. So honestly, your guess is as good as mine. We're just vibing when it comes to that. She's really hot. It's very hot today. She's very tired. I'm gonna let her go ahead and use the toilet. She could also throw up, so love that for you, Queen. But we won't throw up right now. Let's actually also have Robin come and write another book. Like I said, I think we can get away with writing like 2 books per day, and he's very confident. So let's write a motivational book. I'm pretty sure that one's specific to this. Oh, okay. We lost a dynasty level. Okay, well, come on now. We didn't even do anything. How would we lose a dynasty level? Mirror schmear, girl, whatever. How would we lose a dynasty level in absolutely no time? Whenever I click view dynasty perks, it doesn't work, which is so shocking because imagine something not working in this game. Who would have ever thought? She was working on doing a painting. It's a Tuesday at 6:37 p.m. I kind of want to invite some people over. What if we go ahead and do... Maybe we should invite Elisa over. We haven't talked to her in a little bit. So why don't we invite her? Oh, okay. Well, she's right there. Why don't we add her to a group, and that way we can bring her over since she's just standing outside. She, I think, has been standing outside like this whole stream because I have been able to do things with her like this whole time, and I think it's because she's just been standing over there. Okay, also, what is going on with us? Ew, Audrey. Okay, itchy from illness. Like, wait, no ma'am. No ma'am. Let's go ahead and purchase gifts, which I don't know that medicine's really a gift, but I guess. Let's get this, and we'll get a few because if she's sick, she's probably going to get him sick. I just feel like that's how it works. Also, I wanted you to talk to Elisa, so if you could stop running around. The Sims, I always keep autonomy on in my game. I don't know if y'all keep autonomy on in your games. I feel like a lot of people don't. Like a lot of people turn off autonomy. But I like for my Sims to have their autonomy. Why would y'all do this? Why would y'all sit on the edge of the pool in your swimsuits right now? I do think their swimsuits are cute. And also, I do think it's cute for Audrey to swim around. Since she's pregnant, like, swimming is like a really good exercise because you're like lightweight and buoyant when you're in the water, even though, you know, you're technically a lot heavier than you would normally be. So I think it's cute for them to swim around. Let's splash Elisa. Honestly, we should ask Elisa about her relationship because in the, like, 2 parts ago, her and her husband were like a second from getting divorced. Like, I mean, just 1 second from getting divorced. So let's go ahead and discuss healthy relationships because I want to know if they're doing better or do we kind of have to pursue that? Because I honestly am thinking that I'm going to have to move Elisa out of her household with her husband because they are enemies. They like literally fought each other like twice in that stream. So okay, Audrey, now should we follow someone into the bathroom? Does that make sense? I fear that we shouldn't do that. Okay, their relationship is not going well. Okay, honestly, at this point, I think that Elisa and Forrest are the problem. Her and her husband are the issue because she's not getting along with Audrey. even though Audrey is just trying to talk to her. So I'm just going to go up here and resume our painting because clearly Elisa doesn't want us following her into the bathroom. Oh, he is also sick. He is happy though. Big news. So he is happy about them having a baby, which is very exciting. But they're both sick. So I need to give this is why I got more than one medicine because I knew that he was going to end up sick also. So let's go ahead and have him take the medicine. So hopefully they can get over their illnesses. We gained a prestige level again. I'm going to click the view dynasty perks button again as if it's going to do something. It's honestly probably not going to work because she's about to go back down a level. She is, I guess, not sick anymore. She doesn't have any of her little spots and she's not itching, but we'll hold on to the medicine because I feel like she's going to end up being sick again. So that's fine. We can just have her work on her painting and we probably will have to play with them on stream next time also because I need to be with them when they have their baby. Oh, she did it again. See, I've never seen a sim do that. Hi, welcome in. I've never seen a sim do that. She's actually autonomously taking off the paintings and like starting a new one. I feel like sims usually won't paint if there's a painting on the easel. They just like won't do it. But she's taking these off and putting them in her inventory, which honestly I love. Like, go off, queen. Love that you love to paint. And Robin has taken his medicine, so he is better, thankfully, because our dude is getting sick. We can still only self-publish, so you self-publish another book, but also Enzo is heading out. It is like 10:45 at night, so it makes sense for him to be leaving, and really it's time for us to go to sleep. Who Dale, what's up with the makeup king? Like, what's with the makeup? I'm obsessed with the CC makeup that my townies decide to put on. Like, they never put on logical makeup. They never look normal. And I have a lot of CC in the game. Like, no arguments against that. But why, when they have to pick something, they pick things that don't go together? Why would he wear that much blush? Just why? But it's fine. It's fine. We'll make over different townies. I think that makes sense. Let's have her go ahead and go to sleep. I want her to be able to, like, I want them to be able to cuddle in bed, but they can't. Apparently there's no one here that she can do that with, despite this being her husband. So, oh wait, they're doing it. See, I don't understand why it said that. They're literally cuddling in bed. That's cute though. Look how sweet. Okay, hurry up. It's cute, but like we gotta speed through. Time needs to go faster. I think everyone's out of the house, so we shouldn't be slowing down time for anything. He does have work today. This is his first day of work. I don't know. They have jobs. I'm not entirely sure that I'm gonna keep these two with jobs because I feel like they don't necessarily need them. They just can use their skills to make money. But for now, they'll have jobs. So he's up for the morning and he is going to come down and cook. Like I said, I envision him as being the one who cooks. He's obviously not the one that cleans though, because he did leave that food out last night. Just like he left out lunch the other day. So we'll just have him come and make some eggs and toast. Got him have something with some protein for the prego wife. So he's trying to make some good recipes for her. We love a considerate king who's trying to take care of his wife. Our house is a little bit messy, but okay. He likes cooking. I think that's perfect. I kind of don't know what this trash is. Like, I don't know why he's not cleaning. Actually, I mean, I do know why he's not cleaning. He's not cleaning the house, but like, where's the random trash from? Did someone pull that out when they were here? Maybe. Okay, our girl is rested enough. Let's go ahead and have her come down and eat breakfast with her husband since he did, you know, go through the effort of preparing it for her. He wanted to make sure that she was taking care of herself. we do have a while before they have the baby. It is kind of annoying. She is sick. Like, she does have morning sickness, which is fair. Like, you know, he's trying to get her to eat, and she's like, I really don't feel like it. Like, I literally am dying, so I don't know that I want to eat. But she's gonna try because he wants her to, and then I think she's probably gonna throw up. But she's gonna try to eat because that's what Robin wants. Like, he's like, no, you have to try, you have to eat. You can't just, you know, starve the baby. So whatever, she's gonna do it. He's gonna take a shower so he can get ready for work. Yeah, he has work in 3 hours. She has work in 2 hours, so she has to go to work sooner. But she's trying to eat her breakfast and then we'll throw up. But you know, happens to the best of us. I had morning, noon, and night sickness. So I get it, Audrey. I really do. You can go ahead and clean up your plates. And then she needs to... Let's go ahead and send her up here to the big bathroom. She can use the toilets and take a bath. I think we need to add a shower into this bathroom just because I feel like a shower's better than a tub. I mean, like, I like taking baths, but in The Sims, like, taking a bath is just, it wastes too much time. And here's Robin. This is his other everyday fit. This one's like a little bit more casual. I gave both of them like a little bit more of a dressy and a little bit more of a casual everyday outfit just because, you know, I figured that made sense. I am going to go ahead and have him write another book, or at least start another book. He's not going to finish it before it's time for him to go to work, but that's fine. And then we did get 43 simoleons for a rebate day. So, I mean, we did something with that holiday. They were like both really upset about it, but we technically did fulfill it because we got a rebate. Oh, hello. As head of the Alto Dynasty, I think a closer collaboration between our two great families may be mutually beneficial arrangement. What do you say? I say a fine idea. Come over and we can discuss it. Because I kind of literally was talking to him because I was thinking that maybe we could have a little bit of a relationship between our two dynasties. If he's coming over though, she needs to change clothes because we shouldn't discuss our dynastic aspirations. That's the word I'm looking for. We shouldn't discuss our dynastic aspirations in our pajamas. So let's see. Enzo's here. I don't really know what this means for us to do. Like, is there like an option about this? We'll invite him in. That's fine. I mean, she already knows him. And honestly, Sims show up to your door constantly, whether you know them or not. But come on, Audrey. Takes my girl forever to get around this big house. See, I honestly, I don't get it. You know, I never play with like houses that have things in them. Let's share the big news. Do we ask to be his mentee? Yeah, let's ask to be his mentee. Oh. Oh. He hates children. Okay. That's really interesting. And he doesn't want to be my mentor. Okay, you know what? I don't think this is going very well. We did get royalties for Robin. But her and Enzo are actually having a really bad conversation. So maybe we won't have a relationship with them. They're having an unpleasant conversation. And we're constantly losing at that level in the dynasty. It is so frustrating to me. Like, I wish it would stop telling me that. She's off to work. Yeah, maybe Enzo and the Alto dynasty is not a bond that we're going to be forming because our girl is definitely not getting along with him. Which, hey, maybe Enzo's the problem. Robin's just in here like finishing up writing this book before he has to go to work, which, yeah, there we go. He's about halfway done, but he's got to go to work now, and I don't want him to be late, so I think that's fine. So he's just gonna head to work. This is his first day, so I'm hoping that he gets promoted. Like, I feel like in The Sims, you pretty much automatically get promoted on your first day of work. So we'll speed through until one of them is home. Oh, okay. So he's got something for work. No, Audrey does. While researching a news story for their boss, Audrey gets distracted by a really fascinating wiki page. Their boss calls them into the office for a full report. What does Audrey say? Um, let's wing it. Like, we're not gonna admit that we're on wiki, huh? Performance gain small. Audrey begins answering her boss's questions with no regard for truth and accuracy. The boss, impressed with her apparently firm handle on the topic, rewards Audrey generously and praises her work ethic. Love that for you, queen. We love a queen who knows how to wing it. Like, that's a skill. I don't know if it's an admirable skill, but it is a skill, and that's all that matters, babe. Okay, I love that we're like stuck. Everyone's at work. Come on, get home. I feel like the game used to just like skip through this, right? Like we would just automatically have the Sims come home. Cause like we don't we don't need to do this. I don't need to see the house just waiting. Also, I love that Agnes Crumplebottom is always in save files, even if like there's no one else in the world because she's just like an automatic sim that has to generate, so she's always here. Okay, Audrey's home. She got paid 203, which is fine. She didn't get promoted today, which I think is I didn't really expect her to. She got closer than I thought she would, probably because of her wonderful abilities at winging it with the boss. And yet again, they left this food out. Also, I feel like she went, looked at this food, saw that it was spoiled, and is about to throw up, which honestly makes sense. I too would throw up if I was pregnant and saw some random food just sitting there. But since Robin's still at work, I'm just gonna go ahead and have her get, oh, a quick meal is interesting. Having a quick meal is a negative for her dynasty, but I'm just gonna go ahead and have her have some cereal. You can't tell a pregnant lady that she can't have cereal. Like, I don't make the rules, but I do follow them. Pregnant women can have cereal if they want. Like a nice little bowl of Fruity Pebbles. Yeah, yeah, she can have that. And I refuse to entertain any idea otherwise. Now, if Robin was here, he would be upset because he wants her to eat healthy, but he's not here, so he can't say anything. Let's go ahead and chat with Alicia because I feel like that's our like one friend in life. So we'll call her and chat and, you know, just update her on how we're feeling with the pregnancy and the baby. Also, Alicia's a good friend for us to talk to because she's the only sim that we know that's had a child, because Milena is Alicia's daughter. So Alicia's been through all of this. She's been pregnant, she's had a child, so she can kind of help give us a little bit of guidance on what to expect from that. And then since Robin's not here, let's go ahead and have her come admire this piece of art because I feel like that's something she would want to do as an art lover. And then we will just have her do some more painting. And Robin did get promoted. So he's been promoted to blogger, got 407 simoleons, and makes a little bit more per hour, which is perfect. Good for you, Robin. I'm proud of you, King. Oh, also Alicia is here, which is fine. Let's go ahead and invite her in. Maybe we'll have Audrey come down and talk to her, I guess. Because while she's doing that, we can come and have him finish writing his book. Because he started a book before he went to work. So we can have him finish writing that. And then Audrey can come and talk to Alicia, who is, as is tradition for Sims, going to play on my laptop. But that's fine. I don't care. We have 2 computers in this house, which is good. I also am obsessed with her hot weather wear. I just think it's so cute. It says we can share the big news, but I feel like we would have already told her that we're pregnant. I don't know if we should just do it just so we can, you know, get advice from her. Maybe we should invite her to feel the baby. I would never do that, actually. I hate being touched. I would literally never let, like, I would never invite someone to touch my belly. Like, I've let people touch it, but they definitely have to be the one that asks, because I'm not offering it up. I'm not offering up being touched. It's just not gonna happen. But I respect that everyone has different feelings when it comes to that kind of stuff. But no, please, please do not, please do not just touch my belly. I no, hate it, hate it. But oh, they're having a pleasant conversation. Okay, I love this. Talk about grilled cheese. You know what? That feels very pregnancy coded. She learned Alicia's financial status and that she's doing okay, which she is. She is. She is, I guess, probably the Sim that's doing the best outside of these two in this challenge because her home actually has furniture in it. Elisa's house doesn't have furniture. And then Sylvia and Maximilian, who Robin and Audrey don't seem to know at all, they were the rags to riches start. So I have one family in this save file that's like a full rags to riches. They started with no money. And they're probably not doing all right when it comes to their money, but they built a house. Not a nice house, but they have built a house already. So I'm gonna let Robin finish up this book, and then I think, oh, is she sick? Why do you two keep getting sick? It could be worse. It could be an ailment because the ailments are so frustrating in this game. We'll let her go ahead and take some medicine. And that should help her feel better. There we go. She's medicated. You know, iconic. And then let's go ahead and have him... well, she's gone. Let's flirt with our wife. Let's compliment her appearance. You know what? I think that that's sweet. Like, I think he should compliment her appearance because maybe she's feeling a little bit bad about herself because she is pregnant and she's got a little bit of a bump going. So maybe she's not feeling herself too much. He can apologize, and I don't know why. I don't remember them having any issues. Her romantic satisfaction has changed. I'm hoping that it's better because it was really low, actually. And I'm trying to keep their relationship. No, she's unsatisfied, and they have like a wholesome dynamic, and I'm trying to keep them together. I feel like I've had a lot of trouble making sure that my Sims actually like each other. Let's kiss. What do you mean propose? What do you mean? What do you mean propose? Are they not married? Are they not married? I thought these Sims were married. They're not married. They're not married. They're not. I swore that they were married. Also, I have no idea when their relationship fell as much as it did. It was literally max relationship. They had a max romantic relationship. It has fallen in the hour that I've been streaming. I don't know why. And they're not married. Well, I feel like now they have to get married, but I don't know. Like, I don't feel like I just want to rush and propose. Like, I want them to have like a cute little proposal. So like I don't want to do it now. I was so sure that these two were married. I think it's because they changed the wording and so it says partner. And I was thinking that like partner was a spouse, I guess. But no, they're not. They're not married. So you know what? That's my fault. I don't want you cooking at 10 o'clock at night. He'll cook something for you later. I'm just gonna have these two woohoo because I'm trying to get their I'm trying to get her romantic satisfaction up because she has no reason to be unsatisfied. Okay, she's fine now. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it high because I want them to have a good relationship. So also, I guess the maid doesn't vacuum, and I kind of need the maid to vacuum because I don't want them to have to vacuum. So if the maid's gonna be coming over here, I need her to vacuum. Girl, just go to sleep. You don't make a grilled cheese at 11:47 at night. Again, that is admittedly very pregnancy coded, but like you can just eat breakfast in the morning. Robin will make some breakfast in the morning. He always gets up before you. So you don't have to make a middle of the night grilled cheese. Like you don't have to do that. Okay. Now we're stuck going slow because Alicia's just over there playing on our computer when she should be at home with her toddler. Like, come on, Alicia. Go take care of your kid. Like, not mom shaming, but you have a toddler and you're a single mom. There's no one home with your baby. You maybe if you were gonna come over here and just hang out on my computer, you should have at least brought your toddler with you. You should get going now. That's right. It's 3:18 in the morning. What are you doing? Don't hang out at my house this long. Why aren't you two cuddling? Cuddle. Okay. Audrey. You know what? That's fair, Audrey. I get it. I too wake up with my bladder bursting. But Robin's gonna go ahead and come down and prepare breakfast. Like I said, he's the family chef, so he can make pancakes. That's cute. We haven't had pancakes yet. Robin, hurry up. Yeah, no, I want them. If I buy a vacuum, will the maid vacuum? Like, will they use it if I just put one in the house? Because we got a lot of dust in here. I could turn off dust. I usually don't, just because I love the chaos of having it, but I do want someone to vacuum my house, please. So I'm just gonna stick a vacuum like right here and convince myself that that will encourage the maids to use my vacuum. Our very heavily pregnant woman is going to try and grill. She's real adamant about making herself some food, which I get. But before you do that, why don't you... You know what? Yeah, you can join cooking. That's cute. I don't know if I've ever had a sim autonomously do that. I don't know if I've ever had a sim like autonomously try to join cooking. I feel like by joining cooking, she's mostly just going, I'm really hungry. Robin, I'm very hungry. Could you hurry up and finish breakfast? I'm starving, which again is very reasonable for someone in their second trimester of their pregnancy. Our girl is hungry and she deserves to be eating. And Robin is taking a long time. Like, hurry up, my wonderful partner, and prepare our breakfast. But there we go. He's finished the pancakes, so our girl can grab a serving. And he can grab a serving as well. And he's just gonna stand here in the middle of the kitchen eating pancakes because that's what Sims do. Y'all could sit at the table. We have this lovely dining table. But no, let's just stand here in the kitchen eating our food. And also, you know what? Let's have Robin actually remember to put away the pancakes this time. He has never put away any food. He has left every plate out in every meal that he's made so far. So we'll have him go ahead and put that away. She's going to go up and do some painting. She should be able to finish a painting before she has to go to work. So that's fine with me. Robin still hasn't actually put away the pancakes. I think he's trying to fight me about it because he wants to leave the food out to spoil. Like he's that desperate to leave this food out to spoil. He doesn't work today, so that means he needs to work on writing. So let's go ahead and have him write a book. We'll write a poetry book because I don't think he's written a poetry book yet. And then Audrey's finishing up a painting. She has work in 2 hours. I feel like she should be able to finish this painting before she has to go to work, but I honestly don't know. I'm not sure how long it really takes them to write a book. No, paint a painting. It takes forever to write a book, I know, but I think she should be able to finish the painting. We'll have her go to work. I feel like they do better when they go to work. Like, I feel like it's hard to get promoted if you're just working from home. She's now painting level 5. I'm hoping that we can start picking up those masterpieces soon. Okay, She did it again. She autonomously started another painting. She she actually doesn't like to paint though. I was gonna say she really likes to paint. She actually doesn't. I've been waiting for it to ask me because I don't want to assign it as a like, but I've been wanting it to ask because she keeps painting autonomously. So I feel like it should be assigned as a like, but it's not yet, which I guess is fine. We are still in our second trimester. We've got 7 hours until our third trimester. So our girl's just painting away, and we got our royalties for Robin. It's not a ton yet, but he's getting up. Like he's getting better, which is what I'm looking for. Oh, he has looming anxiety from fear of unfulfilled dreams. Well, we can't do anything to get rid of his fear right now, so he's just gonna have to deal with it. I mean, you're about to have a baby, and your aspiration is big happy family, so that kind of feels like your dream, King. He wants to skill up. We can lock that in. It was 61 simoleons for the maid. Did they vacuum my house? You know what? I think they did. I think they did. I don't know if it's because I bought a vacuum, but the dust is gone, the bunny is gone, and I hear a broken computer. So Alicia has come over here and broken my computer, which, you know what? Very much how the Sims behave. But can you imagine if someone actually came to your house, immediately walked in, got on your laptop, and then broke it? Okay. It's another no-hum paperwork kind of day when Audrey's boss slams an assignment down on her desk. It's a review of a new cafe opening on the corner. Audrey doesn't get to write reviews professionally, so she's surprised the assignment until she sees a note in the corner, positive review only. The review is clearly a sham sponsored by the cafe in question. Audrey has a clever idea. Why not sneak a code into the review that smart readers can puzzle out into the truth behind this bribe? Or perhaps she should just pay her dues and work the request. I mean, I don't really think that getting fame is worth it, so we'll just keep it straight and keep everything the same. Like, I don't really care about fame that much in the game. I honestly usually turn it off. I know that, like, you can get benefits from being a celebrity, but I feel like more often than not, my Sims just die from being famous. Like, they just get the emotion bomb quirk and literally always die. Also, Robin has 2 books that he can publish, so I guess we'll just publish both of those. And I literally just said that I don't like for my Sims to be famous, and he is now a celebrity. But I still stand by what I said. More often than not, when I let my Sims be famous, they get the emotion bomb quirk and die. But I'm gonna let Robin have it because I'm curious to see kind of what happens with his fame. We'll also go ahead and let him come up and take a bath. He wants to discuss his fear of unfulfilled dreams, so we can probably do that when Audrey gets home. That way he can get rid of his fear. But for now, he's just gonna hang out. I guess he could invite someone over. He could call Enzo, but Enzo and our wife don't get along very well, so I don't know if we should be inviting him over here. I'm trying to check to see, okay, still looking at their romantic satisfaction. A secret witness. Robin is feeling like Audrey is looking at him in a weird way. Did she see something? What if she did? I don't know what happened with that. I don't know. Do we have secrets? Do they have secrets? Where would I go to know if they where would I see if they had secrets? Did one of them do something? I don't think they did. Yeah, he wants to get engaged. So I guess that's what our plan should be for their next step. But I feel like he needs to organize an engagement. So maybe like a Friday fancy dinner thing. She's off on Friday. Maybe he can take a vacation day and he can plan like a proposal. I don't know. I also can't decide if we should, I guess let's hire someone to prepare this computer, by the way, because I am tired of hearing it. Let's hire a repair service. I'm tired of hearing it. I hate the sound of the broken PCs in The Sims. Maybe he'll try to plan an engagement. I don't know if he should do it while she's pregnant though. Like, would she want to get engaged while she's pregnant? Or would she prefer to wait? I don't know. I have to figure out. I have to decide what I think is more Audrey coded. Because, like, I feel like she's going to want pictures and kind of like something really nice. How's the weather tomorrow? Because it's raining today. It looks like it's going to be cloudy tomorrow. So that's decent for the proposal. Like, it's not bad weather. So maybe we could get away with it. He's in a pretty good mood. And money is a focus. So I think I am going to have him go ahead and write. Why don't we write a love email? Oh, we can't write a love email to our partner? Well, why would we have, whatever. Let's just, you know what? I was trying to do something different, but whatever. He's going to write a book because that's what he needs to be doing anyways. He needs to make money. You know what? I don't care. Y'all are making money. Like, we started this with 20,000 simoleons and we've actually only got 20,786 simoleons. So we really have not made a lot of money in this part. And this is my family that I'm planning to like make the bulk of our money with. So we need to do a little bit more here. To be fair, they do spend a lot of money. Like they have a maid. I just hired a repair service. Like they spend a lot of money, which is part of why they don't make a ton. But still, I was expecting a little bit more. We must have made it to our third trimester because they can take family leave now. So that's exciting. And Audrey is home from work and she has been promoted. So she's now a beat reporter. She'll make an additional $5 per hour. So she makes $34 per hour. She got an extra 283 simoleons and she can recommend local hangouts. Okay, that's cute. Let's go ahead and get our girl, you know, inside because the weather is terrible. Let's go ahead and let her hang out and watch TV. Wait, not you. Audrey. Oh, you know what? That's what she was coming to do. She wants to go watch TV. That's what I want you to do too. She is uncomfortably wet. Her umbrella broke. It is very much not a good day outside, but it's fine. She can sit back and relax. She does need to level up her writing skill again so that she can get promoted, but she's going to be off work soon since she is in her third trimester. So we'll have the baby. See, how long ago does it say? She'll probably have the baby like basically Friday evening. Okay, you know what? A Friday evening engagement's not going to work because our girl's going to have a Friday evening baby. So never mind about the plan for an engagement. Because I don't want to do just like a rushed engagement. He's almost done writing his book. I don't want to rush the engagement, so we'll have to wait. Where can we see? He can apologize. I don't know what he did that is like messed up their relationship. Let's banter with an old friend, and I want to find. He wants to discuss his fears. So that's what I want to do. Also, he can ask the baby's due date, which almost feels cute, but not entirely because surely, like, functionally, as the baby's father, he should know when the baby's due date is, right? Like, he shouldn't be like, oh, when's the baby's due date again? Like, that's, I like to think that Robin's a little bit more involved than that so that he's actually, you know, been following and keeping up with everything. Trying to get him to finish this book. Okay, so he finished the book, so now they can go and chat. He also needs to cook dinner because I know that Audrey is hungry and he's a little hungry as well. Lie about career. Likes deep thoughts. Yeah. Why would you lie to your wife about your career? Why can you apologize? What did you do? Let's go ahead and have him serve dinner. Ooh, let's do fried chicken sliders. I feel like that's good. And why don't we invite her to join us cooking? Is that, can I just click on that? We can also be her mentor, so we could mentor her in cooking. Maybe I'll click on her and have her ask to join cooking. I think it'd be cute for them to cook together. Let's come join cooking. You go cook with your mans, girl. I think that is cute. Also, she doesn't really have that much cooking skill, so this is kind of how she's getting all of her cooking skill, by just like randomly standing next to him while he cooks. Which, you know, I wish to talk. I mean, it's kind of how it works. I feel like a lot of us have learned how to cook just from like being around family while they're cooking. So we'll go ahead and have her grab a serving as well. Why don't you sit down and eat, sweetie? Come sit. Sit in the chair and eat your chicken. Please stop eating your chicken over the kitchen stove. Like, y'all, you know, I know they're supposed to like fix autonomy in this game, and I think that a great first step to fixing autonomy would have been to get the Sims to sit down while they're eating. Let's discuss color theory. And I still want to know, it's so hard to, I hate the way this stuff is, because like, where would discuss spheres be? I can only ever find things if they're like in this initial page. Like if it's not there, I'm not finding it. Let's talk about marriage. That's a good idea. That feels good for them. I feel like he would definitely want to talk about marriage. Maybe have a deep conversation. So talked about marriage, have a deep conversation. They're about to have a baby in the Oh. What just happened? Which one was that? Was that talk about marriage that had a negative interaction? Let's compliment her dynasty. Will that make her happy? Should we get counseling? I don't know what's going on. Let's ask the Phil baby. I feel like the relationship should be better. And nothing's happening to make it be lower. So I can't figure out exactly what's going on. Like I can't figure out where the disconnect is between these two. Like I said, I know that I mentioned that they have like a little bit of a difference. Maybe it's kind of because they're about to have the baby. They're having a little bit of a difference in the thought process of how to raise the baby, because she wants the baby to be really successful and he wants the baby to just feel really like loved. Like he wants to raise a baby in very much like love and exclusively that. And she wants to raise a baby in love and success. So maybe it's that. I don't know. Like maybe they're just having like a little bit of a disconnect on their plan for parenting, but something's a little bit off with these two and I can't really figure it out. You think sometimes it's in deep thoughts? I thought so, like that makes sense, but I didn't see it. But I'll have to try it again. But I actually am going to have to wrap this stream up here. So we probably will stream with these two again next time, because we should have the baby at some point on Friday. So the next stream will be back with the Dynasty family so that we can have the baby and keep working on getting their money up so that we can build our first lot for the world. But I hope you've enjoyed this stream. I've had fun hanging out with y'all. I'm so glad to everyone that came in and stopped by, and I hope that I will see you all next time. Let me know in the comments if you could think of any good baby names for these two, and what do you think they're having, because I haven't checked, so I'm curious to see what you think that they're gonna have. But I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I had fun hanging out with y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.